Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is right around the corner, and everyone around the internet is wondering what DLC characters are we going to get for this game, because Nintendo said they've already chosen them and that they're a pretty big deal. So I'm just wondering, what could they be? Now, today I want to talk about the characters that I personally would love to see in the game, whether it be because I love the character, or because it'd just be crazy to get them, or just awesome to see a franchise represented. So I'm going to jump in right now, my top 5 DLC characters for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Let's jump in. Now this first one is pretty typical. A lot of people want this one because this character was so iconic on the N64, and that is Banjo Kazooie, which is technically 2 characters, but yeah. I would love to see this. This is where things get a little weird though, because Microsoft owns the IP of Banjo Kazooie, and of course those games were the most popular on Nintendo 64, so they have a lineage with Nintendo, but they're now owned by Microsoft. But with Nintendo and Microsoft being kind of buddy-buddy lately when it comes to online play and just like always talking to each other over Twitter and stuff, I mean, I can picture Banjo-Kazooie in Smash Bros. Nintendo has gotten iconic characters like Cloud. Like, who would have thought Cloud would be in Smash Bros? And this was a big deal because Cloud was most known for being an iconic PlayStation character, because that's where Final Fantasy VII started. I mean, I'm not sure if you know this, but Sony actually originally published Final Fantasy VII on the original PlayStation, so it was pretty much like a first-party game at that point. But of course, the rights change and all that. Like, Square Enix still has the rights to all that stuff, so Cloud ended up coming to every single platform. Final Fantasy VII is actually coming to Switch soon, which is really crazy, and it's really funny that we got Cloud in Smash Bros. Before Final Fantasy VII was even on a Nintendo platform. So Banjo-Kazooie, Cloud, I don't see there being that big of a difference. Obviously Microsoft owns the IP, but head of Xbox Phil Spencer has gone on record saying that he would love to see Banjo in Super Smash Bros. And he's been quiet for a little bit now, so I'm wondering if maybe there's some type of deal happening. Like, he said something a while back that he still wanted Banjo in the game, and it makes me wonder, did Nintendo reach out to him? Is this happening? God, I hope so. Not because I love Banjo, but just because I love seeing companies like Nintendo and Microsoft get along, and with Sony always doing their own thing and not really like talking to the other guys, it'd be really funny to see like Xbox and Nintendo join forces on this one, kind of like how they did with Minecraft. Now this next one is most likely never going to happen. It would just be absolutely bonkers, crazy, and that's because it's Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil. Yes, Resident Evil is a franchise that has not been in any Smash Bros, but Resident Evil has a big lineage with Nintendo consoles. There's been Resident Evil games on literally like every single piece of Nintendo hardware, so I think Leon S. Kennedy has the zany personality that would fit with Super Smash Bros. With his funny quips and just his overall charm, I think would fit okay inside the Smash Bros. Universe. Like, obviously people like Snake, they don't really fit in that well, but like somehow Sakurai like gets it to work, and I think he could do the same thing with Leon S. Kennedy. He's sort of a fan favorite. There's a big group of people that don't like Leon at all, but from being around the internet and everything, I'm a big Resident Evil fan, and I just think everyone loves Leon, it seems. So I would love to see Leon in Super Smash Bros. He could use his RPG rocket launcher, his knife, all of his weird gadgets and stuff. It would just be really cool. It would be like kind of really similar to, I don't know if you played this, but PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, Nathan Drake in that game used a lot of guns and stuff. Leon could be like very similar in Smash Bros., which we don't really have a character like that in Smash Bros., surprising as that is. Now this next one is probably the most likely out of all of these, and it's because she's already an assist trophy, and it's Crystal from the Star Fox series. Now, a lot of people did not like Star Fox Adventures. Like, a lot of people, they say it's not a Star Fox game because, you know, technically it wasn't a Star Fox game at conception, but they ended up turning it into a Star Fox game and introduced some cool characters. I think Crystal is really awesome, and she would have a way different fighting style than Fox and Falco and Wolf, because she doesn't really use guns or anything. She uses her staff, which she can shoot fireballs out of, she can smack people in the head with. The fact that she's an assist trophy makes me wonder if they're going to end up making any assist trophies playable characters, because like some of these assist trophies are so iconic. We got Bomberman, we got Knuckles, we got Crystal. Like, all these characters I would love to be playable. Like, I personally think that all the choices that they chose for assist trophies should have been the playable characters, and a lot of what they chose as playable characters should have been assist trophies. Like Incineroar, I think he's a cool looking Pokemon, but I would have much preferred Bomberman, like someone a little more iconic than just a random Pokemon. But yeah, I think Crystal would have been really cool. Obviously not that iconic either, but I just love seeing more Star Fox representation in the game, and I think she could bring a different spin on things with her staff and everything. Like, I wish Fox used his staff from Star Fox Adventures in some way in his moveset. It would have been cool if they added that into his moveset. Now this next one, probably, definitely not gonna happen, but it makes a lot of sense. This is technically two characters, and it's Sub-Zero and Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. And I know what you're thinking, Mortal Kombat, a bloody, gory, M-rated game? That's crazy, that would never be in Smash Brothers. But think about it, we got Bayonetta. Like, Bayonetta is a very mature, sexualized, gory game that is in Smash Brothers. Like, a character from that franchise is in Smash Bros. And we got Snake. We're already getting M-rated characters in Smash Brothers. And we've already seen Mortal Kombat characters in a teen-rated game. I'm not sure if you remember this, but there was that Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe game, and a lot of people didn't like that it wasn't rated M or anything, but I think it was fine. I think it worked great. It was cool seeing those characters fight each other, and I would love to see Scorpion and Sub-Zero, probably the two most iconic characters from Mortal Kombat, in Super Smash Bros. I think it makes a lot of sense. Like, they could be echoes of each other. I don't know. I just, honestly, guys, this is totally off script. I just really want iconic characters in Smash. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the inclusion of Piranha Plant. I think it's hilarious, and I think Incineroar is cool, like I said, but Smash Brothers, I feel like the characters deserve, if they're super big and like super popular, well known, they deserve a spot on the Smash Brothers roster. And honestly, I think Leon and Banjo and Scorpion, Sub-Zero, I think a lot of these characters are really iconic and deserve a spot on the list. Obviously, I just said Crystal 5 seconds ago, which is not a popular character, so I'm sort of going against, like, everything I just said, but, you know, they're choosing, like, characters that people don't really know about that much, so I'm gonna do that too. But anyway, I really think those Mortal Kombat characters would be really cool in the game, but let me know what you think about that. Now this next one. This one is going to make a lot of people mad. I see it all over the internet. I just see it everywhere. And I'm gonna be like open and honest, I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan, or Dragon Ball fan in general. Like, I love that TV series, and I think Goku deserves a spot on the list. And you're probably shutting off this video if you think that's crazy, because he's an anime character, but honestly guys, Goku is so iconic. Like, Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Super, is one of the most popular animes in the world. I don't even watch anime, I literally only watch Dragon Ball, and I play a lot of Dragon Ball games, and Goku is just, he's a video game character as well as an anime character. Sakurai has said he only wants characters that originated as video game characters. But we got Rob the Robot in the game, and technically Rob did not start as a video game character. He started as an accessory for the NES. So that already sort of breaks his logic right there. Obviously it makes sense that Rob is in it because it's kind of an iconic Nintendo accessory, but really, Goku has more video games than over half of the Smash Brothers roster. Like, I don't know if you've seen the list, but if you go look up Dragon Ball games, starts from the NES and goes all the way to the latest platforms, so many Dragon Ball games. Like even as a kid, I played so much Dragon Ball fighting games, but I didn't really watch the anime that much. I didn't really like get super into the anime until I got older. So, like, Goku is a video game character, and I know what you're thinking, he looks anime, but, you know, Ken and Ryu, however you say his name, they all three look very similar in my opinion. Like, Goku wouldn't not fit in. He fits right in, like, aesthetically with the Smash Brothers characters, and I know a lot of people are probably upset about this choice, but I just personally think it would be really awesome, and it would make so many people happy, you know? Like, there are characters that I don't really care about at all, per se, like King K. Rool. Like, I didn't really care if he was in the game. Same with Ridley. Like, I didn't care if they were in the game, but just the fact that they made so many people happy makes me happy. I just want to see people happy, and I know there's a big push to get Goku in the game for Smash Brothers, and it's not like the Waluigi ordeal. Like, the Waluigi stuff, like, it's half joking, okay? Like, the Goku stuff, these people are actually really passionate. The Waluigi people, does anyone really want Waluigi in Smash Brothers? Tell me down in the comments, because I can't tell if people are being serious or not. Those are my 5 characters. I want Banjo, I want Leon S. Kennedy, I want Crystal from Star Fox, Sub-Zero/Scorpion, and of course, Goku. And please don't hate me for wanting Goku in the game. But I'll talk to you guys down in the comments. I reply to pretty much everyone, so let's talk. Tell me what characters you want to see, and I'll talk to you guys later.